Yeah, they look pretty good. Hey everybody, it's me, Ned, and the other Ned. I want to do a super quick video because I got caught up in talking about why I think it's a good idea to run across Italy, for me anyway, and Danilo and stuff like that on Channel 6. So here are all these other wines from Channel 6 that I didn't get the chance to actually taste and talk about while we were there, and you were probably looking at them and being like, why are these wines here? What are they? Why are they special? Don't try and eat my arm. Old Ned. So first, this is Pierre-Olivier Bonhomme. This is a Touraine Sauvignon Blanc from the Central Loire. From the Central Loire, downriver from Sancerre, right by Cheverny, actually. And Pierre-Olivier Bonhomme started out making wine with Thierry Pouzelat at Clos de Toubouf. They had a second label, which was their négociant, making wine from vineyards that they didn't actually own themselves. But this is Sauvignon Blanc, organic, wild fermented, with no sugar added to it, which means that they have to harvest much later. So it's a much riper, broader, more interesting wine than Loire Sauvignon Blancs normally are. It's still herbaceous and aromatic, but it's also herbaceous and aromatic. Oh, that's exciting, isn't it? Yeah. But it's still got all of the minerality and acidity that you want of Sauvignon Blanc. It's just an amazing, beautiful wine that tastes like the Loire, and it's relatively inexpensive. It's like $18 a bottle-ish retail. So that was one that I wanted to include today on Channel 6. Another wine that I brought. This is Domaine Chardon. They are also in Touraine. I'm a sucker for the Loire. This is Gamay, 2016. It smells furry, spicy, if you can conceive of a wine smelling furry. Just try it. It smells furry. It's kind of woodsy, dark, like woods in Maine after it's rained and you smell the pine needles and the bark and everything else. It's not just fresh leaves. Lots of fresh raspberry and cherry. Really pretty much no tannin, very refreshing. Really pretty excellent. And it's $15, $16 retail, so another really good deal. Super, super really good deal. This is Chateau Bergy. This is a Bordeaux. It's 85% Merlot, made by Gerard Laurent. Yeah. Younger vines, but so it's made by this older gentleman, very gentlemanly, elderly French gentleman who used to own a engineering company making high pressure valves for the petroleum industry in, I don't know, his 40s, 50s, something like that. He decided to sell the company. He'd had enough of that world, and he bought a small winery in Bordeaux and started making wine. And he approached winemaking from a very empirical, scientific-based bent, and he sort of decided, after several years of experience, that organic farming and fermenting with natural yeasts on the skins of the grapes and stuff was the best way to make wine. That made, just to him, the most honest, authentic, best tasting wines. But the story doesn't end there. So he makes a range of Bordeaux's. This in particular, he sells for, I think, less than he should, less than it costs him really to make, less than the wine is worth. because, as he told me, he just wants more people to enjoy Bordeaux. You know, Bordeaux has this kind of stuffy, like, reputation and image, and he doesn't think that it should. He thinks that it should, you know, that it's just a really juicy, fun, enjoyable wine to drink. Also kind of black peppery. It has a little bit of that, like, woodsy, earthy, spicy, lots of fruit. There's lots of, like, ripe cherry, black raspberry fruit to it. Hold your horses. And lastly, I brought this wine to Channel 6 because the Cloteau Pilat, this is really interesting. This is Côte de Roussillon, France. So this is the southwest, way down by Spain, by the Mediterranean, in the foothills of the Pyrenees. But look at that, Clote del Pilat. That is not French. It's also not Spanish. That is actually Catalan. So, yes, it comes from France, but it's from the part of France way down there on the border in the Pyrenees where it's actually French Catalonia, little Ned. Catalonia, that's right, where they have their own language and culture and stuff. So the label is in Catalan. Just a kind of nod towards what I'm always saying, wines that are really a product of their place and true and authentic to their place. If they wanted to sell more wine, they could put a dancing neon zebra on the label and call it something, I don't know, something dumb that would make it more attractive, easier to pick up. But instead they put this weird Catalan name on there. And it's a wine that tastes like the Mediterranean. It's ripe, it's sunny, it's accessible. It's juicy, it's rich. It's a blend of Syrah, Grenache, and Carignan. So it has dark, dense, substantial fruit to it. And it's got this dark, almost brooding kind of Syrah pepper to it. But it's the ripeness, the richness of the wine, it really, to me, tastes and smells like the Mediterranean sun. So this is something that I always point to as a great kind of example of a wine that tastes like where it comes from. This is something like $13 retail. The Bergy is generally somewhere in the $12-ish, $12, $13 retail range. So both of these are just ridiculously good values for what they are. They're really, really just for wines that are organic, that are made in small batches with a ton of attention to detail and passion. These are, I think, really exceptionally good values. So that's it. Those are the other ones that I wanted to share on Channel 6 today. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.